Developing semantics. Parents retell about their child's early speech usually involve examples of the strange use of the words, that they use word in a very strange manner. Having been warned that flies bring germs into the house, one child was asked that what germs are. The answer of the child was that germs are the things the fly play with. So this is a very strange answer the child has given to the parents or someone who asked it, that germs are the things that flies play with. Not always possible to determine so precisely the meaning that children attach to the word they use. So while in their early stage of learning, to 1 year and 2 years, the child use words which are very difficult to understand. But they have their own vocabulary. They name things in their own way. Sometimes even the correction of the parents does not help in this regard. During the holophristic stage, many children use their limited vocabulary to refer to a large number of unrelated objects. For example, the child has learned one word and he or she uses that one word to too many things. Obviously, the child has some similarity in his mind. That's why he is using, for example, the child may use the word ball for a lot of round shapes, right? So sometimes it may be because of the size, because of the color, because of the texture that is forcing the child to use the words for other thing as well. One child first used bow wow to refer to a dog, and then to a fur piece with glass eye, and then set of cufflinks and even a bath thermometer. So you can see that the child has something similar in these things. That's why he is using bow wow for so many things. The word bow wow seemed to have a meaning like object with shiny bits. So whichever object has some shiny bits in it, the child names it bow wow. Other children often extend bow wow to refer to cats, to dogs, as well as to horses. So they learn this word first and then they start using the words to other animals as well. This process of using one word for so many things is known as overextension. The most common pattern is for the child to overextend the meaning of a word on the basis of similarities of shape, sound, etc. This is what I have just said, that in this period, in this overextension period, the child is naming too many things, but there is something similar or something common among the things, that may be color, that may be size, or that may be texture or movement, etc. Word ball for all kinds of round object, including a lampshade, a doorknob, or even the moon. Or tick-tock may be for the watch, but as well as for the scale in the bathroom, because that too has a round shape and needle in it. The semantic development in a child's use of word is usually a process of overextension, initially followed by a gradual process of narrowing down the application of each term as more words are learned. So the more the child learns word, the lesser he uses this overextension stage. So with the passage of time, the child learns more word, and this overextension stage minimizes, and there comes a time when the child uses the exact word for the exact thing. It is normally assumed that by the age of 5, the child has completed learning his first language. So it is assumed by the linguists that by the age of 5, the child finishes learning his first language, the structure, a lot of vocabulary, and the pronunciation of the adults. According to some, the child is then in a good position to start learning a second or foreign language. So by the age of 5, when the child has learned his first language, so some people believe, researchers believe, that they now that the child can now learn a second language. However, different researchers have different opinion in this regard. Most people don't start trying to learn another language until much later. So they think that a child can learn a language better in later years. The question that always arises is, if first language acquisition was so straightforward and largely automatic, why is learning a second language so difficult? So here is a very important question which has little answer, or people have some confusions on this question, that a child in his very early age is able to learn a very complex phenomenon, that is language. But when they grew a little older, they find it difficult to learn a second language. So this enigma is still to be solved, is still to be answered to, that why so the child is not finding it easy to learn a second language after he or she has learned his first language so easily and even in younger age.